Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They set the screen. The three from Thompson. Offensive rebound. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Down low. Here's Larkin. Smiley each grabs the board. For three. Buries it from 3.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Here's Larkin. That shot missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
They get the rebound. Pass to Wallace. Tries again. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Takes it inside, and the basket is good. He's got 5.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Larkin with the bucket.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Brazdakis. Shot clock at 6. No good on the 3. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked Coach what the plan is for slowing down Jamal Murray. They said, honestly, it comes down to team defense. You need to be aware of where Jamal is at all times. He can light you up. But Murray also can dish it, so we have to be smart guarding him. Always a difficult task defending the talented Canadian Jamal Murray. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered.
Wallace has gone 1 for 3 on the night. There's the 3. 1:58 left in the opening quarter. Out left to the wing. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Wallace has got 5.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Thompson scanning the floor. 1:32 left in the first. Going inside, and count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Here's Smailagic. No points yet. He drops it from range.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc. .103 left in the first quarter. And Thompson gets it to go. Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Thompson's gone 2 of 4 shooting. Pass to Brazdakis. Wallace outside. Nails it from 3. Give him 8.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
From 7 feet away. Here's Larkin. Beyond the arc. They set the pick. Lets it go from deep. Smailagic grabs the board. Smailagić's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
The 3 sends it home from three-point land. Smailagić's got his second basket.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
On the break. An easy 2 on the layup.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
With their offense clicking on all cylinders, they own that first quarter.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
No good from outside. Puts up a 3. No luck on that one. All alone on the break. And that one's good. Bryant.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
The 3 is up. The shot no good.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Right wing. Launches it. Here's Schmitz. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanted to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Bryant outside. And there's the screen. Inside. Poirier misses in close.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
From deep three-point land. He's off on that one. Bryant outside. From outside the arc. Buries it from 3. Bryant's got 5 points now this quarter.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
Here's Servetus. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Bryant outside. Not going to go that time. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. And it's Smits with a rebound. Bryant right side. Stolen. Out on his own on the break. And he buries the open 3 to cap the break.
And with the defender not really committing to him, he fires away.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Smits. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown. Offensive rebound. There's a screen. Let's go with a 3. They shoot again. And the layup is good.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
1:04 left in the first half of basketball. And that one's good. Servetus. Servetus has gone 2 for 3 from the field. Here's Poirier to the right side. Here's Smith. No good with the triple.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
35 seconds left in the half. Here's Servetus. Misses the three. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Yep, count it.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
From deep. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. And here's Bryant outside. Connects from downtown. Bryant's got 10 points in the game. From the arc. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Leading by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend. The celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
And focusing now on our current game. It's been a hard-fought battle so far for the visiting team. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Defended by Thompson. Pass to Wallace. The three is up. Hits the trifecta. He's got 11.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
He got a piece of it. Here's Brasdeikis. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Pass to Nora. Clock at 6. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Brasdeikis. And a miss there on the triple. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Pass to Smilagic. Back to Wallace. Here's Smilagic. Defended by Thompson. Fires, high post. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Smilagic's got 4 points now in the quarter.
With defense that soft, you have to take them to task.
Here's Larkin. No good with a layup.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
That's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. On the wing, Thompson. Launches a three. The shot off that time.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
Smilagic, the pass to Wallace. 4-3. And the basket by Smilagic. Smilagic got 13.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Pass to Larkin. Out to Thompson. And there's the drive. Second chance effort. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, number...
The first one falls. And so he hits both. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Brazdeikis. And he makes it.
And playing very well here in the second half. I mean, their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
Here's Larkin. Watched by Wallace. Wide open look. Larkin with the bucket. Larkin's gotten 4 this quarter. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Here's Smilagic. And the layup is good off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Wallace outside for 3. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Thompson outside. Pass to Nora. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. To the inside. On Wednesday, then on Saturday. And 1:01 left in the third quarter here. Defended by Thompson. No good from outside. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Here's Brazdeikis. Pass to Smilagic. Launches it. 23 seconds left to play in the third. And here's Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Smilagic's got 11 here in the quarter alone. Here's Larkin. From outside, off the mark. Gets it off. The shot that time not on target. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Up by 5. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Thompson with a steal. And they're running. Pulls up for 3. That shot, no good.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
He shoots it. Thompson pulls it in.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Fires the 3. Larkin, no good.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Oh, got a piece of it. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. Fires from way outside. With 1 on the clock. Oh, okay then. Boom, he jams it straight down.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Here's Servitas. Off target with the three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Larkin. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Smilagic checked in for Servetus. Pass to Bryant. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Off the mark there with a three. Here's Smilagic. Knocks down the long J. Smilagic got 14 points here in the second half.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And he drops the first.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. On the wing, Bryant. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Willing passers, unselfish play. Have to appreciate this kind of offense.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's the screen. Jacks up a three. No good. He's 5 for 9 in this one.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Smilagic. Offensive rebound. The three. That shot is off. 8 for 13 so far. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And it's good. 2 points.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
The home team on D. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. The three ball. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Get there, get there. You got him.
Drops in the layup for 2.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
The quick look, no good that time. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Smits. Second chance shot. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's Smilagic. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's
I'm proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Hayes, Baldwin out there with Marjanovic. And it's Biberovic in at the shooting guard. Stolen by Thompson. One-on-one here. Here's Smits. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Baldwin. He's covered by Thompson. Baldwin looking for the opening. Got a hand on it. We're about 1 minute into the first. Smits passes to Poirier. Here's Larkin. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Now here's Hayes. Guarded closely. Pass to Melly. Lock at 6. And it's Smith with the rebound.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
It's deflected. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. On defense, the visitors. And here's Thompson. Fires the three. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they win one, they lose one. They think they're going in the right direction, then they seem to take a step back. It's been a season of inconsistencies so far.
Here's Larkin. Off target from three-point range.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
Here's Biberovic. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Larkin. And he lays it straight in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's the screen. And it's Smith with the rebound. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Thompson passes to Poirier. The shot by Thompson, no good. Here's Biberovic. And he dunks it down.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Now Thompson hasn't made one yet. Pass to Nora. 6 to shoot. From past the arc. The rebound by Marjanovic. Here's Biberovic. .110 left here in the first quarter. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Nice shot by Larkin. Larkin's got 5 points so far.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Here's Biberovic. Here's Baldwin. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Shoots the 3. Larkin can't get it to go.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Baldwin can't get it to go.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Nice shot by Larkin. He's got 7.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Baldwin. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Biberovic. Here's Marjanovic. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. They lead by 3. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Can't hit from in close. Here's Colson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
6 on the shot clock. Birch grabs the board. For 3. Gutterich can't get it to go. Outside, Bryant. To the middle. From the arc. Offensive rebound. That one off the back iron and out. Inside. Pass to Colson. There's the triple. That one's in, his first shot this game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Bryant down low. No scoring in this one, and it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Now here's Bryant. Lets it go from deep.
And really, they're going to have to figure out a different way to attack this defense. They're not getting many good looks at all. Their field goal percentage is scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Jacks up a 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
That one falls. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The layup missed.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball call.
Here's Gutterich. Misses in close. To the right side. To the inside. And he jams it with authority.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
There's 1:59 left now here in the second. Right wing. Colson passes to Birch. Puts it up from 12. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. A 3 from Bryant. No good that time.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Here's Gutterich. Another shot. No good at the rim.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Bryant looking over the floor. There's the screen. This one for three.
Just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Swiped it away. Now here's Birch. Still scoreless. And a missed layup. Bryant outside. Makes it off the glass.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
36 seconds left to play here in the half. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Going inside. Can't connect from short range. They could use a bucket. That shot, no good. And that one released in time, but no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They're up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And that concludes halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've got Larkin. He's out there with Thompson. And it's Nora in at the small forward. Out left to the wing. Pass to Smits. Launches from deep. A shot off that time.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
We've got Baldwin. He's out there with Marjanovic. And it's Biberovic in at the 2-guard spot. Mora. It's rebounded by Hayes. Now here's Marjanovic. Defense right on him. Baldwin kicks to Hayes. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. Offline with his 3.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Marjanovic against Thompson. And he banks in the layup. Thompson's got his first points of the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Launches a 3. Baldwin can't get it to go.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Larkin can't get it to go. Larkin's gone 1 of 4 from distance. He's in the post. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Larkin. From outside the arc, sinks the 3-pointer.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That 3-point shot is his bread and butter.
Here's Baldwin. Looking to end his cold spell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the away team.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Thompson outside. Pass to Smits. For the three. The rebound by Biberovic. Smits has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. They get it back. No good that time. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Nora. Covered by Hayes. Pass to Baldwin. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so here's the home team. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Baldwin. Takes a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Baldwin's got 7 points.
Didn't get a 3 in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
They grab their own miss. Mora, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's Melly, still without a basket. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. 1:03 left to play in the third. Thompson right side. He gets that one. Thompson's got his second bucket.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Baldwin. He's covered by Thompson. Baldwin the pass to Hayes. Just 5 to shoot. And the layup is good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Nora. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Thompson outside. Here's Larkin. Shoots. And it's Melly with the rebound.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Hayes the pass to Marjanovic. It's good.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
Both teams deciding to change it up. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Shooting for the away team.
Free throw drops from Marjanovic. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Up 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball.
Full team foul. Number 33. First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the visitors now. They trail by 3, and it's blocked. On Sunday, and then on Thursday,
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
They set the pick. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And they pick up 2.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Comes up empty down low. From deep, Bryant. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Offensive rebound. Here's Coulson. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. On the wing, Bryant. That doesn't go either for Bryant.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
A rebound by Marjanovic. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Gutterich. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Bryant, right side. Lets the 3 fly. That one's not going to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Gutterich. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for the away team.
The first one falls.
Gutterich at the line for 2.
He hits both from the stripe. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Pass to Bryant. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the layup is good. Bryant's got 4 this quarter.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance. The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
A 3 ball. A rebound by Marjanovic. Here's Coulson. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. To the paint. And he slams it one-handed.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. We've got 1:28 left here in the fourth quarter. Misses from short range. Clock at 6. Banked in off the glass.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. And he begged them, don't give up. He told his guys one possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Here's Poirier. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Larkin looking it over. Misses the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Baldwin. Fires for three. Poirier grabs the miss.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Takes the three. It's deflected. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
Here's Larkin. And so they get the victory here at home. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Hayes. Nico Melli is out there with Boban Marjanovic. And it's Peperovic in at the 2. Baldwin's shot is off. Here's Smilagic. They set the screen. There's the 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. The 3. He can't get it to go. The 3 is up. Pure from 3-point range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Melli. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
To the wing, right side. Back to Wallace. Lets it go from deep. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Marjanovic passes to Melli. No good from the wing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Here's Marjanovic. Off with the layup.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
Over to the wing. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Fires for 3. can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Here's Melly. Pass to Baldwin. No good on the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Three-pointer, no good. Here's Baberovic. Watch by Wallace. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Wallace, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Counted from distance.
Yeah, I feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1 for 4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Now here's Wallace. And the layup falls. Wallace has got his second basket on the night.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Melly. That three's off the mark. Melly's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Smilagic. They get it again. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. And there's the screen. Another shot. The shot, no good. Here's Baldwin. Off target from 3-point range. Baldwin's gone 1 of 5 from the field. It's hauled in by Marjanovic.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Pass to Hayes. No good with the triple.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
He's defended by Hayes. Out to the right wing. Here's Brasdeikis. Here's Smilagic. In transition. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Smilagic. Knocks it down from distance. Smilagic's got 8.
Gotta D him up better than that. He's simply too good from beyond the arc.
Here's Melly. Smilagic grabs the board.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Wallace, left side, puts up a 3. He can't get that one to fall. And here's Hayes. 2 on the clock. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up 7 after the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's Servetus. From deep. Sinks it from distance.
No way he's going to pass that shot after D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Pass to Guduric. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Launches it from deep. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
Shooting for the away team. Number 21.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. To the paint.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
Third team foul.
Here's the three. And he can't get that one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Outside for Mitchell. Inside. He's guarded by Birch. 6 to shoot. Fires top of the key. And he hits the jump shot.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And that one drops for him.
Assist goes to Wilbekin.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the wing three.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Gudarich. And it's in there. He's got 6.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Out to the right wing. Here's Servetus. Drops in the three.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. From deep, Mitchell. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Birch. And Birch slams it in.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Oh, swiped away. To the wing, right side. Takes a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Birch comes with a double. Tipped. Mitchell, the pass to Servetus. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Servetus has got 9.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Gudarich. Three-pointer off the mark.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
And that one's good. Servetus has got 12 points now in the quarter.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
To the left side wing. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. 34 seconds left in the first half. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Servetus. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. No good on the 3.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Gudarich. There's the triple. Brosdakis with the rebound. Beyond the arc. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've reached halftime in this one. Up by 10. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Well, I think for the home team, headed down the final month of the season. At this point, they are who they are, a middle-of-the-pack club.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the home team. That does it for halftime.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Here's Baldwin. From behind the arc. On target from range. Baldwin's got 6 points.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Nico Melli is out there with Boban Marjanovic. Then there's Hayes, and it's Baldwin in at the point.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Wallace, left side. Down low. Pass to Brazdeikis. Knocks down the triple. Brazdeikis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row. Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Oh, got that one up quick. He's got 9.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Wallace outside. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. Marjanovic got his 4th rebound in this one.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Baberovic. The 3-pointer off the mark. Gets the 3 ball to go.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Marjanovic passes to Hayes. On Tuesday and then Friday. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Wallace. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Marjanovic.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
It's picked off. And here's the fast break. Here's Wallace. Offensive board. There's a screen. Here's Smilagic. Clock at 6. This one for 3. Wallace misses.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Baldwin's shot is good. Baldwin's got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Here's Wallace. And it's off from 3-point range.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
Hits the 3-pointer.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Here's Brazdeikis. He's defended by Hayes. Here's Smilagic. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Smilagic got 11.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Baldwin. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Now, he's put on a shooting display here in the second half. He really seems to be in a great groove right now.
To the wing on the left. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Hayes. And yep, it's good. Hayes has got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Now here's Wallace. Pass to Smilagic. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. Marjanovic got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Baberovic. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Hayes misses. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Brazdeikis missing. Brazdeikis has gone 1 of 5 from 3-point territory. Here's Melli. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Wallace outside. He shoots. And the basket by Smilagic. He's got 13. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Nico Melli is out there with Hayes. Then it's Boban Marjanovic, and it's Baberovic in at the shooting guard position. Here's Marjanovic, and terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Right wing. Over to the wing. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Baberovic. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Servetus. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Check by Mitchell to the inside. Out to the wing. Here's Birch. And the jumper from the wing offline.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Here's Servetus. Doesn't go that time. Birch with some nice D. And he drives in. Ooh, solid defense from Mitchell. Here's Servetus. Mitchell up top. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. That one goes in.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Servetus. Off target from outside.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Pass to Guduric. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Takes it inside. Can't cash it in from close range.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Here's Birch. And he battles for the ball, gets his second chance bucket.
And just an important bucket down the stretch. This is when his focus becomes razor sharp.
Well, great timing as well. Swiss watch kind of moments. Fourth quarter, close game. That could have been a 4-point swing.
He drops it from range.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Basket's good. Birch has got 4 points this quarter.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Here's Servidis. Shot clock at 6. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Goodrich. Servidis with a rebound. On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Servidis. Drills it from deep. Servidis has got 22.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. .58 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. The offensive rebound. Fires from deep. Goodrich can't hit.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam. Mitchell drives in.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
So the home crowd treated to a win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were...
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Thompson is out there with Larkin, and it's Nora in at the 3.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Here's Servetus. Lets it go with a 3. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Smilagic. Drills it from outside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the middle. Here's Poirier. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Butkevicius launches it. Morag grabs the board. On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Mitchell. Thompson passes to Smits. Boom, he jams it straight down.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
You know, I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic.
Well, I tell you what, don't tell him. I mean, I want to see it again.
And it's Brosdakis missing.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's Larkin. Driving in. Here's Smits. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Smits has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Larkin. There's the pick for 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Poirier. And finally they hit one.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
From deep. Thompson with the rebound. Here's Larkin. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
At the top of the key, Mitchell. There's the triple. Morag grabs the board. Here's Smits. Driving to the basket.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
It's tipped, and they get it back.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Butkevicius sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. He has 6.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Here's Larkin. That shot off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pass to Mitchell. Rebound by Larkin. One-on-one here. Smits, good. Smits has got 8 points.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
1:07 left to play here in the first. to Mitchell. The three. Thompson with the rebound. Down low. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Vukevicius. No good on the triple. Here's the break. Finished off the break.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
24 seconds left here in the first quarter. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Mitchell. 4 on the shot clock. Vukevicius cranes the three-pointer. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Up 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And the shot goes down.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's Servetus. Bryant defending. Pass to Servetus. Shot clock at 5. Wallace outside. Here's Smilagic. True on the 14-footer. Smilagic has got 5 points so far. And here is Bryant. From past the arc. It's good from long range.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Smilagic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Trying his luck from deep. Servetus grabs the miss. To the left side wing. And the basket by Smilagic. Smilagic has got 5 points in the quarter.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Bryant looking around.
Third team foul. Servetus. First personal foul. First team foul.
Shot clock at 6. Inside. Can't get it to fall. Here's Smilagic. 8 points for him. Pass to Servetus. Wallace outside. Fires for 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Outside, Bryant. Pulls from the top of the key. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Here's Servetus. No scoring in this one. Wallace outside. Pass to Servetus. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. On Monday and then on Wednesday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
The quick look, no good that time.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
There's 1:40 left in the second quarter. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
Foul. Second team foul.
And Bryant, no good on that one.
Bryant, one shot.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. They need this one, and that one is stuffed right through.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of the game. Six on the shot clock. Here's the three. It doesn't go for him. Now Wallace. Nothing on the board. And it's Wallace slamming it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Outside Bryant. There's the pick, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Pass to Servetus. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, and just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? All right, and next on the docket, our current matchup, a tight game for the visiting team.
I know my partner.
And that concludes.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far.
Home team foul. Lakavichas. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Larkin. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Poirier from down in the low post. It goes. Poirier's got 6.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
We've got Larkin. He's out there with Thompson. And it's Smits in at the 4-man position. Vucevic, and he makes that one. He's got 8. And here's Thompson. Puts up a deep 3. Second chance shot. Here's Smits. Here's Larkin. And the three off target.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Full team foul. Manic. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Thompson left side. Pass to Nora. They set the screen. Here's Schmitz.
And not having nearly the success from the field as they did in that first half. Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Mitchell outside. Here's Brazdakis. Lukevicius. Goes up again. Vučević. No good on the three. Ahead. A second chance effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul, third team foul. At the line for the away team. Smith.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. He's covered by Thompson. Got a piece of it. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Poirier passes to Thompson. Lays it up and banks it in.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Sinks the triple. Smailagić has gone 4 of 6 from the floor here tonight. Thompson surveying the floor. Poirier passes to Thompson. There's the drive. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Mark, some people have claimed there is too much talent now in this NBA and not enough team.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, that the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
Servetus, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Smits passes to Nora. Now here's Thompson. He's guarded closely. Drives to the hoop. It's good. Thompson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Poirier passes to Larkin. Here's Poirier. Now, here's Thompson. 9 points in the game so far. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Servetus. Pass to Smailagić. Nailed from three-point land.
Number 15.
Smailagić has got 14.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
"19 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Larkin. He has 7. From deep three-point territory. Rebounded by Smilagic. Here's Wallace. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. They're up by 8. We've got more. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Can't cash in from close range.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Outside Bryant. Lets the 3 fly. That one no good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And the basket by Smilagic.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
It's Bryant, high post. Misses the baby hook.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
And so here's the home team. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Wallace goes in. That one good for 2.
High drama here, guys. I mean, they've managed to get hot just when it looked like this thing was out of reach.
And what a huge injection of energy they got here in crunch time. Suddenly, they're an offensive juggernaut.
The 3 from Bryant. The shot that time, not on target.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
On the wing, Wallace. Clock at 6 to take the lead. Shot's good by Servetus.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside Bryant. Down low. The shot is good off the backboard.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Servetus. A 3-pointer off the mark. Servetus has gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts to fall from the floor. Misses from close range. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul, second team foul. At
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
A minute 20 left in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. So he gets them both.
Needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
1:11 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Brazdeikis. Takes it inside. Smailagic passes to Wallace. Just 4 to shoot. It counts.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Wallace covering. To the paint. Off target at the rim. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Servetus. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Smailagic. Knocks down the trifecta.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Now, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce will be with us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Good work there as it goes.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The visitors with the ball. Thompson right side to the middle. Here's Smits. Melly with a rebound. Pass to Nora. And here is Thompson. 6 on the shot clock from outside the arc. Rebounded by Birch. Here's Melly. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Down low. Oh, it's stolen away. Pass to Thompson. Into the lane. Chalk up 2 there.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's Baldwin. Misses the 3. First quarter at about a minute and a half in. To the paint. It's stolen by Birch. Here's Baberovic. Pass to Melly. And here's Hayes. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for 2, Hayes.
He's off on the first. So he comes up empty, missing both.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
Kept alive. The layup off target.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Thompson with a steal. Here's Poirier. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Assist goes to Smits.
Here's Baldwin. To win the drought. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Thompson, that's good. Thompson's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. To the right side. Here's Birch. And Birch slams it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Here's Larkin. Smith. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
First one falls for him.
Smith taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And he parries his first look.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Thompson passes to Smits. Thompson, that's good. Thompson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Baldwin, defended by Thompson. Inside, here's Birch. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
At the line for your home team.
And he drops the first.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the second. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Misses off the left iron.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Baldwin. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
So it's the home team now, trailing by 4. Here's Hayes. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Third team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Hayes, 2 shots.
Good on both. 52 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Larkin. Here's the pick. Yep, that one goes. Larkin's gotten his second bucket.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Here's Baldwin. 5 points in the game.
Bad foul. That's not who you want to send to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Team foul. At the line for 2.
And he makes a first. Both shots good from the stripe.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Thompson outside. To the inside. Here's Smith. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. With 4 on the clock, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Up by 6, and will return shortly. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
To the paint. Stolen by Bryant. In transition, here they come. Up the floor. Three-pointer. Can't hit that one.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And the layup is good off the glass.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. The shot from 20 feet out doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
All by himself.
Oh, that's great basketball. Denying them on one end while grabbing points on the other.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Off target at the rim. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. To the left wing. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Tries it from the top of the key. Goes back up. Misses at the rim.
Well, that's the look he wanted. but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Guterich can't hit.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Pass to Bryant. Takes the three. Goes up again. And he lays it in.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
On Thursday, and then on Friday.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Now here's Bryant. No made baskets yet. On the wing, Bryant. And there's a pick. 6 to shoot. Tries it from 19. No good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
No good with a layup. A minute 20 left to play in the second quarter. Puts up a deep three. They get it back. Here's Guterich. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And that one misses. And here's the fast break. Here's Bryant. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Guterich can't hit.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 23 seconds left in the first half. Out to the right wing. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And a two-handed jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They lead by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
You take a look at the home team, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get out.
And swinging back to that first half of action, it has been a close contest for the visiting team. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Defended by Thompson. For the lead. For the tie. And he lays it up and in. It's all knotted up.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Going inside, and that one good. Thompson's got 8 points. Right now, a close game in Atlanta. And a minute played as the second half gets going.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Baldwin. Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. It's Hayes with the rebound.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
They grab their own miss. Here's Baldwin. Hayes up top. The floater. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Nora. Down low. Back to Thompson. Inside. And stolen by Hayes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Here's Smits. Give him 8. Shot clock at 5. Larkin passes to Nora. From downtown, it's Hayes with the rebound.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Ellie, and is blocked. Thompson against Birch to the middle. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Here's Baberovic. Gets the 3 to fall. Baberovic has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
First personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for the away team.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. So it's the home team now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Smits with a rebound. Smits has got his 4th rebound in this one. The 3. Larkin with the bucket. Larkin's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
There's a minute 26 left in the 3rd. Out left to the wing. And stolen by Hayes. Picked it out of midair. It's a 3-on-3 fast break.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
A minute 4 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Here's Baldwin. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
On the wing, Thompson. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Nora. Just 4 to shoot. Over Hayes. And that one comes up a bit short. 32 seconds left in the 3rd. Here's Melly. Here's Baldwin. He's got 11. The shot by Melly, no good. Here's Larkin. Pass to Poirier. He can't get that one to fall. Birch with some nice D. Off with the layup. Thompson fires from way outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Nico Melli. He's out there with Hayes. And it's Birch in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Guduric. It's stolen away. Yes, it's good.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Down low. Soft touch off the glass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Bryant outside to the paint. Tries the 9-footer, and no good.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Guduric drains the triple.
Talk about stepping up. I mean, that is a huge three-pointer.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity.
Number 19.
Got it. Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Driving inside. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Hey, puts up a 3. The shot off that time. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Comes up empty down low. 3-pointer. That shot missing. With the drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Two minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. On the wing, Bryant takes a 3. Guduric with the rebound. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. To the right wing. Oh, from deep. It doesn't go for him. The home team calls timeout. updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, "We're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that." To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. 56 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Melly. And he buries it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within one. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, BA. The clock is theirs to burn.
43 seconds left in the fourth. Ooh, he couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
What a costly turnover. Those are the ones that keep you up at night.
40 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Larkin. And it's in.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Nora. It's tipped.
It's all about getting a three right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
Maverovich can't get it to go. The visiting club takes the win on the road. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Baldwin, and he gets it to go.
And right off the tip, they get the early offense. Defense looks like it might be running late tonight.
Here's Wallace, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Wallace. 2 shots.
Wallace hits 2 free throws. Here's Baldwin. Here's Biberovic. No good with the layup. Here's Brazdakis. Wallace outside. 6 to shoot.
And he's drawing those whistles. A couple quick ones back to back.
Second team foul.
On defense, the home team. Brazdakis passes to Smilagic. No good with the triple. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Baldwin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Brazdakis. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Smilagic.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, when it comes to Jamal Murray, coach said it's crucial to make sure his defense doesn't slack off on him. He said Murray is a microwave scorer. He can get hot in a real hurry. Our guys know they have to talk with one another out there and help each other out. Communication is key. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Baldwin. Off on the layup.
That was nice, guys. The determination, the toughness, not going to shy away from the boards.
Brazdakis passes to Wallace. Doesn't go that time. Here's Biberovic. Missed inside. Out to Wallace for the 3. Tries again. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Puts up a deep 3. They get the rebound. Here's Brazdakis. He's got 5. 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Wallace with another miss. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Smilagic. There's a good screen. Beyond the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Ball goes to the away team.
.143 left in the first. Wallace a screen. Uncovered. It's rebounded by Baldwin.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Well, they can tack on a few more points onto this run.
Yeah, it is starting to become a big one.
Cans it from downtown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Seanla Can't get it to fall.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Pass to Brazdeikis. Here's Smilagic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Smilagic has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. He had a nice open look right there.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
They swipe it. A nice shot by Baldwin. Baldwin's got 6 points.
And I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Brazdeikis gets it to go.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
A nice shot by Baldwin. 8 points for him. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Waltz. T right on him. Wide open. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Up by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
We've got Baldwin, and it's Melly in at the 4.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Servetus. Pass to Mitchell. Knocked away. Here's Melly. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Kept alive. He's with it. Into the lane. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
They set the pick. Shot's good by Servetus. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. A nice shot by Melly. Melly's got his first bucket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Ulanovas now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Here's Baldwin. 10 points for him. From deep three-point land. That shot off the mark. Here's Servetus, covered by Hayes. Snatched up. Launches a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Pass to Baldwin. And here's the break. Ulanovas. A three-pointer, no good. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
to Servidis. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. The rebound by Biberovic. Servidis has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Baldwin can't get it to go.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
A 3 ball. Hits the 3-point bomb. Servidis has got 5 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Biberovic, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Here's Servidis. He has 5. Taken away by Hayes. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Baldwin. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Baldwin's got 12 points in the game.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Pass to Servidis. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 6. 3-pointer. And it's Melly with the rebound. Servidis has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. To the inside. And Hayes throws it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Shots good by Servidis. He's got 7.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Pass to Hayes.
The ball goes to the away team.
A tight game here in Atlanta.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Here's Servidis. Lets a floater go, and the shot goes in. And so we conclude the first half. Up by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
Now let's take a moment here. Thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You've got Hayes, and it's Melly in at the 4-man position. There's a screen. A nice shot by Baldwin.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Zalgiris has gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Wallace, the pass to Brosdakis. Here's Wallace. The tray. They get it back. Pass to Smilagic. Wallace outside. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Shanla off target at the rim.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Nice shot by Wallace. Wallace has got 5 now.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
And there's the try.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
From the arc. Again, Wallace missing. Swiped away. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Buries the jumper to finish the break. He's got 5.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Pass to Biberovic. Over Wallace. Can't nail the jumper.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make sense.
Here's Melly. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. They get it again. Here's Smailagic. 5 points in the game. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Melly. Here's Hayes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops.
Hayes taking 2 shots.
Hayes hits them both. Here's Wallace. 8 points for him. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Driving inside. A three-pointer is right on target. Wallace has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Out to the wing. Here's Smailagic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Smailagic has got 8 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
From downtown, Baldwin can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yep, that one goes.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Hayes, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 10.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Here's Brazdakis, covered by Hayes. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Wallace. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Baldwin can't get it to go.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Wallace a screen. Driving to the basket. Yep, it counts.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
17 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Melly. Another shot. Rebounded by Smailagic. Smailagic has got 4 rebounds in this game. It's up a 3. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 12. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Baldwin, and it's Hayes in at the 3. Sean Law.
Substitution on the court.
So it's the visitors now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Puts up a deep 3. That one doesn't go.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor. Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Now, here's Mitchell. Not a lot of room. That one goes. Count it. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Servetus. There's the three. The shot, no good. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Yes, that goes in. Going inside, Vukevicius, and he converts the layup. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. A rebound by Mitchell.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Servetus. Three-pointer. He can't get it to go. Servetus has got one three-pointer tonight in 4 tries. That one goes in.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
With the drive. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Pass to Birch. Here's Servetus. They get it back to the middle. From outside the arc. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Lets it go from deep. That shot misses. Mitchell looking it over. Takes it off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Birch. The layup off target. Here's Servetus. Bangs home the trifecta.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection. Swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Fires from deep. Takes a three, just 5 on the clock. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, I think that one closes the door on any comeback hopes. Impressive performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly looked to want it more than their opponent.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Tries a three off the inbound. Here's Birch. Off on the layup. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. With the shot. Shot's good by Servetus.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And they can just let the clock run out here. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something.